She's getting off in about 15 minutes, so probably good to get the starting soon screen up pretty quick here.
It's up. He may have me muted. I think I'm popping over to start up stream, so I will talk to you guys later. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, there we go. I can see. Chat
Okay,
now.
there we
Sorry.
go.
I can see. Chat now. Damn it. Okie dokie. I was using the starting screen for a little bit on purpose. Sort of. How's everybody doing? You guys can hear me, right? Okay, awesome. I'm going to give it a little bit for people to get in here while I am arranging my new toys. So, Junie Von Etch sent me glass pattern weights, sewing weights, because she said that the Pepsi was not cool. So I put player names on the weights because they looked too plain, and they are way the hell bigger than I thought they were going to be. So I've got RPG player names on here. And I've never used sewing weights before, so this is going to be an adventure. I think OBS has alert sounds on. Yeah, it's on there. Okay. I'm having a fun starting point. Okay. So the point today is the nightshirt, and this is the fabric the kid picked for, the Guru 2 picked for his nightshirt, and I'm sure Aunt Svava is not surprised in any way, shape, or form. He likes bright things. The real question here is which thread do I use, because he likes contrast too. So I'm not really sure there. Yeah, yes, Junie, look. Where is it? I wrote on the shinies. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I think I'm leaning toward blue because he really likes the contrast. Yeah, I think we're going with the blue thread. So I did finish resizing this last night, or earlier this week, blah blah, whatever, and got it all folded up. And what I did not get around to talking about Tuesday, because these things are reinforced with wrapping paper or on wrapping paper. Hi Nerdy, how are you doing? Nerdy Encounters does the logo and stuff, and yeah, that stuff's really cool. Also, the little Guru actually really loved the little Guru picture, Nerdy, so double win. So because the pattern is reinforced on wrapping paper, it is actually significantly thicker than the original pattern. So I've found that once you've done this, you really can't put it back in the regular envelope. You certainly can't get it back in there with the original pattern. So I bought little, these are 3x8, 4x8, something like that, envelopes. They're about the same size as the regular pattern of envelopes. Hey Digi, how are you doing? I'm not throwing any shields on stream. I hope. God, I hope. I'd rather not throw these. That sounds painful. So I put the sized up pattern in its own little envelope. These are actually about the same size, almost exactly as the um, original pattern envelopes. But you've got to put on these things. I found that if you don't put the size that you have in here, the reinforced size, you're going to get so confused and you're going to have the wrong one repeatedly pulled out. And it's not that easy to tell with my handwriting if it's the right one or not when you pull them out. As I'm sure people could figure out when I was writing on the red and white polka dotted pattern last night. Tuesday, not last night. So, I guess the first thing we get to do is test these weights. Because I've never used pattern weights before. This could be a cute trick. I'll put that over there, out of the way. Oh, I also need to test the, I measured him today, and I want to make sure this is not going to be stupid long on him. No, that'll be good. That comes down to about mid-calf on him. That'll be good. Oh, we're cheating. Cheating. I'm not super concerned about it with this pattern, but when I do larger patterns, these are puck sized. I'm not sure you could do a tray that size. Nerdy, but I'm sorry, yours is in pink, so it's hard to see the Amelia underneath it, but what? I mean, I know she can do it. I don't think she can do it without losing money, honestly. They are big glass pucks. Junie sent them to me because she said the Pepsi cans were non-professional. Which, to be fair, yeah, no, weighing my pattern down with Pepsi was definitely not. Hey, babe. How are you? Now, this is totally going to work for this piece, but, for significantly larger pieces, what the hell? Oh! Hi, Kuda Boof! I've never had the alert go off before. I forgot what sound we used. Whoopsie-doo! Thank you for the follow. And tragic backstory. Oh, dear. I think size people have shown up. Hi, Mojo Gogo Mama. How are you guys doing? Better than my knee, I assume. Oh wow, these really did work. Sweet. So I know when you're using a pattern piece that is larger than the tabletop you're working on, you actually need to use pens, because these will not hold it as the thing moves across. Hi Mojo Gogo, how are you doing? Uh-oh. Hi Sai. We are being raided. It's the first raid, Sai. It's only the second stream, good God, whoa. I don't know how to do that in my own stream, what? Thank you, Backyard Insanity. I don't know how to defend from a... There, that's as close as you're getting. I don't have a bot. Thank you, Backyard Insanity. I don't know how to defend from a bad... There, that's as close as you're getting. I don't have a bot. I did something wrong. There we go. Ha ha ha. So, I'm Tanari. For those that just came in, I know you came in with Sai, and if you've watched her play the, I don't know what that sound meant. Oh, thank you for the host, Backyard Insanity! So, for those of you that just came in with Sai Merc from, the RPG table, I am Tanari. If you've watched Sai play her Saturday game, I am Olivia in there. Thank you for the host, Junie. And in my own little stream here, which I've just started, and all the noises keep going off, I will be doing a variety of crafts, but right now we're working on a nightgown for my 8-year-old's upcoming, not quite 8-year-old, Guru 2's 8th birthday. Nightshirt. Because he likes to take off with my felt nightgowns, and he picked orange, so this is going to be a bright stream. Thank you for the host, Nerdy. Oh my god. I'm not sure I should be using scissors while this keeps going off. Thank you for the follow, Nerdy by Nurture. I bet, but that shouldn't be a tongue twister. Thank you. Pencil. Because these pieces are so similar, I need to find a pencil or a crayon to mark this one as the front. And I don't seem to have anything washable easily at hand, so... Yeah, sorry, I'm not used to the damn sounds yet. Threw me right off the mark. Look at Sai. Where's that one? There. Junie sent me glass weights, and I playered them. Thank you. Oh my god. Fairy! Your kitchen's in Texas again. Thank you for the follow from the crock pot. That feels like being stalked, actually. Okay, here we go. No, that's the best paperweight. Gabe's second best. Hello, Ingvar. I will do my darndest to refrain from using your real name. So there's the front piece, and we are going to cut the interfacing bit, and I think I boned something up. Hold on. Well, that's all well and good, dude, but, considering the name I'm used to calling you, that might be embarrassing, period. What is this? That is a piece of I knew I missed a piece. So, I'm going to fix that later, but that is an interfacing piece. And I'm actually not going to bother sizing it down because that just allows me the extra seam allowance I normally use. And we're going to do the interfacing pieces out of the scrap bit here because the other piece needs to be done on the fold too. Now I'm going to see if I remember how to do this right. On these things, and it doesn't matter so much on this one, on the pattern pieces you'll see this arrow with 2 lines, and this is on normal pattern pieces. So what that's for is you have 2 kinds of stretch in a fabric. There's a slight bit of stretch even in woven fabric one direction, and there's not the other way. What those arrows are for is you're supposed to have the stretch going the same direction as the arrows when you cut it. With some garments and some fabrics, it's really not that important. Flannel's one of those where it's really usually not a big deal. But the garment, it takes practice to figure that out, and sometimes the pattern will tell you and sometimes it will not. In this case, I know it's not really that big of a deal, both because of what the garment is and because my children wear these garments and they're going to wear it to its grave one way or another. Oops. And this is one of those pieces that is too small for these weights, so we're going to have to go with the pins this time. Which is fine, I have to finagle it to do this anyway. You get stuff poured when you're streaming, nerdy. Well, when you're working on that kind of streaming. I don't know if video games counts as getting something done. I mean, yeah. Distraction is my life. And this is something you have to be careful of when you do these things. Sometimes the fabric does not line up completely. So if I get this piece too close to the edge, we're going to lose a chunk of the piece under that fabric. So I actually have to move it over here. And we only need 1 interfacing, but I don't do the lots of little scraps thing. So we'll put the extra interfacing in with the, oh look, I can use that as stuffing bit because one of the next projects requires quite a lot of stuffing. Alright. And that little bit on the edge is something I have to look out for a lot when I'm doing stuffed animals. Because when I screw that up, we're missing like half someone's arm. Hello, Rono. James D. Serrano. How are you? Thank you for the follow. Hey, look, I haven't stabbed myself yet. It's a miracle. So we're going to cut those, and you know what? We're not doing it that way. Again with the finagly bit. And then we can do the whole weigh it down bit with the other 2 pieces. Yeah, I haven't learned much about that time bubble yet, Serrano. James. We're just gonna go with James. It's not the pins that are the dangerous part. Anymore. I mean, we're gonna have to deal with the consequences of that bubble popping one way or another, I think. It's not like we're good at keeping ourselves out of trouble. Actually, it's just occurred to me the least trouble we've gotten into so far has been the SARS. That's concerning on a couple of levels. Come on, unroll. There we go. I want to see if I can get a sleeve out of this without a whole ton of scrap left. It's not a sleeve. Can we not give him that idea? I mean, it's Frank. Does he need that idea? Thank you for the follow, Rono. Rono also plays with us on Saturday. He is Frank and or William, which means he goes from risky asshole to pretentious asshole fairly often. Jean-Claude's not an asshole. Not so far. Granted, limited interaction with him, but yeah. So far, he's less asshole and more, hey, look, I'm free for about 10 minutes. Oh, look, you people aren't dead yet. How are you doing? That's basically it. I don't think that's Sean Claude's history. Oh, that might be. I can put your name on the thing. You just gotta find the damn thing. There we are. Hold on. See if I can do this because I did it backwards. Okay, I tried. Where's the other? He just delete. I think James is already yeeted. I don't know if the deleted is even a thing there. I lost a pattern piece. There it is. I can say with pretty definite certainty that it's not me. Hello, Dizzy Disrespect. Thank you for the follow. Crap. I'm gonna have all the followers for jeez. I've still got a week's worth of streams before that's gonna matter. 2 weeks, I think. I gotta do like what, 7 of them? Alright. Let's get Nerdy and Judy off the ground. It is not, you lying machine. Get in there, get in there. Have fun lurking. Yeah, I know. It's so very wrong. that is scrap bits. Those can go over there. Well, I'll deal with that later. Yes, that is an awful lot of bright orange plaid fabric. If you don't like neon colors or they offend your eyes, you are in the wrong channel. My children pick whatever the heck they want for me to sew with sometimes, and yeah. So I'm going to put the pattern pieces away, or try to. Come on, you. Doge? What is that? A is that a cryptocurrency? Oh, okay. Yeah, they'll probably come back up then. Not that I would know. Please, for God's sake, do not take any kind of investment advice from me. Ever. Now here's the catch. So we're all supposed to cut. You know, I'll deal with that in a bit. Is that all the pieces? Although I've got to fix that one still, so that's not a big deal. Damn you. Thank you. Alright, now we get to work out the trimming bit, and I don't need that. So I'm not super fond of using pins to put the pieces together if I don't have to. There's a couple reasons for that. Ask Swava someday about the amount of blood that's gone into my sewing in the past. But sometimes I don't need to because the pattern is memorized. Look, I do stupid crap for hobbies. We've been over this repeatedly. It's literally been 20 years. I have fabric clips. I use them when I need them and when they will work instead of the pins, because those are very useful when I make the stuffed animals and doll clothes. But for this pattern, it's a super simple one, and I've made this type of garment over and over and over again. I don't actually need the clips for this to line it up properly. I can do it by feel and by sight now. But that is not the case with most patterns. She's not wrong. Hamlin is not wrong. Come here, little clips, trimmers, things. Stabby, stabby. There. So I'm going to trim this like I'm supposed to. It's supposed to be by about 4.5 inches. Where's the ruler? 4.5 straight down the middle. My embroidery scissors are dull. surprising since I nearly never use them. Alright, and now we're going to scoop pieces over here so I can get the machine down. And we're going to have to apparently move the camera to accommodate the machine. Or pretend to accommodate the machine, whatever. Yes, it wobbles, I'm sorry. We will work on that at a later date. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to sew these bits to the interface. This is supposed to go all around the collar. So we have to sew them together, and I was apparently supposed to put these on a fold, and I missed that, but that's okay, because I also didn't size the piece down, so this will work out just fine. With thread. That would help here. Is there a bottom in here? Well, that could be an issue. I don't need bobbins back there either. I apparently need to go on a small hunt. I will be right back. There we go. My craft closet apparently needs some therapy. Bobbin hunting will hopefully go better than bobbin hunting. Just a thought. Organivore's a thing. Swava, there was no helping this particular chunk of chat after we C3PO'd William. It's just not a thing. All right. Oh no, you don't. Come on, off there. Come on, let go. Let it go. There we go. What do you think you're doing, Blue, huh? You're not going to want to hang around here. There's a cat behind the sewing table who may or may not bolt like a scared little kitten in about 13 seconds. Okay, so... No, these ones go together first. Blue, what are you doing? Come on, come on. Oh, you probably don't remember seeing this thing run last time, do you, Blue? Well, I'm sorry for the shock factor you're about to experience. No? Hardly a twitch on your radar? Okay. Hey, whoa, why are you in my chair? Thank you. I didn't do that wrong. That's the shoulder line. We're good. Crooked, but not wrong. Yes, he went to the mimic yarn basket. He is the mimic yarn basket. facing, and now we do this bit. I put the sleeves on before I sew up the sides usually, so we're starting with the shoulders here. And if you've never done sewing before, you will find one of the first things you learn is that right sides together, always. That means the pretty side goes on the inside for nearly every garment you ever make, because the seams are considered not pretty and are supposed to be tucked away on the inside where you don't see them. And with my kids, I reinforce seams. So we're going to be going back over this one with a... Wait, no. I have a double stitch on this machine. Yeah, we're going to be double stitching it. Something like that, I think. And that's supposed to be a 4, so this is the part where I'm confused, actually. That's definitely not right. Right around there. Now we're just going to double back on it, because I'm not real sure how to make the... We'll double back on it with a zigzag. That should help reinforce it pretty good. First round was a straight stitch, and that is not working out right. Here we go. There we go. First stitch we ran was a straight stitch, and now we're going to double back and switch to a zigzag to go over it again. And that just reinforces that seam, because if I don't, it will pop within a month. My kids are really hard on clothes. Repeat with the other shoulder seam. Got double back. Here we go. Drop. Blue! Now he's out there tearing crap up. Okay, so normally what I do is I will do the sleeves and all that before I do up the side seams, because it's a lot easier to do this while it's hanging open. And then just do a straight shot up the side. So we got to line up the sleeves with the underarms, right sides together. And it is really easy to screw this up if you're not paying attention. Done it. It sucks. That should, yeah, it's going to line up just right. Beautiful. Now, because I don't use pins and this is shaped funny, I actually have to go a little more slowly when I'm putting two opposite shaped pieces together. This one is not, one is a dome and one is a enclave, and I need to do this carefully. Which works better if I have it on the right stitch. So was that a DM stream you were doing, Si? I didn't catch very much, but we're getting the kids to bed. Yeah, it's gonna line up like it's supposed to. Beautiful. Room 4 invaded. Do the other one. What's wrong? What hurts? Hold up. What hurts? There. I need to go to bed. I love you. Good night. I am sorry, I thought I muted that. Anyway. Back to bed he goes. That's not how that's supposed to look. Let's try that. Straight shot looks fine. That's better. Go to bed, buddy. Can you hear me now? Okay, who followed? Or whatever that was. What made the ding? Oh, thank you for the host, Fairy. How'd your stream go? Hi, kitty. You coming back to be a pain in the butt? Something disconnected the actual mic. I'm not sure what happened there. So I switched over to the webcam mic. Hello. Are you gunning for attention or the yarn basket, huh? This is Blue. Our resident ratter and pain in the ass. He likes to hunt children and yarn and feet. Don't you dare lay on that. I'm going to move it. You. I have to sew that. Purr at me all you want. I'm still doing this. Swap to face cam and pet the kitty. Okay. Better? We have Mike again? This is the resident ratter and hunter of feet and children, and yeah, he's a jerk. But he kills things that we don't want. Oh god, you're shedding already. Why? I thought shedding season wasn't for 2 more months. Look, your fur is dusty and it makes me thirsty. Hey look, I found a band hammer. And I'm a little impressed that my cat managed to show his ass to the internet. That's, new. Are you done? No? Oh, she found the band hammer first. Thank you, Spava. Ah, nope. Don't bite me, get. No. Bite me, you're done. That's how this works. Go on. Jerkwad. Like I said, he's an ass. But he belongs to the... Oh, yeah. He belongs technically to the 8-year-old that I'm sewing for right now. He was not terribly verbal, still isn't super verbal, but we had a stray walk in our backyard and was willingly taking apple slices from the toddler, who was at the time not even 2. No, he was 1.5. And the cat would not go anywhere. And in our city, the law is we've got to go check and make sure it's microchipped. And this cat was not arguing. You handed him a piece of lunch meat and he was going wherever you wanted to take him. And when we took him to the vet and learned he was not microchipped, the 8-year-old hugged him. He was 6, 5.5 at the time. And he said, "My kitty." So we named that one Lucky. And then we learned later he had heart issues. And when the vet recommends putting the animal down for his own comfort, that's not something you argue with. So we went the next day and we found this thing at the shelter. And he was too young to be adopted out yet. We actually had to foster to take him home to adopt. And when we were getting him, the lady at the counter told the other lady at the shelter to go get the little Russian blue colored cat, and the 5.5-year-old who was picking up the cat said, "Yeah, my Blue." So it was named Blue. And it's kind of a touchy relationship between them, but it's always a touchy relationship with that kid. Gentle's a newfangled thing for him. It's bedtime! Yeah, they do. Son, it's bedtime. Guru 4 being a nuisance. In this case, it's don't pet the inside of my ear, even if I stuck your finger there. Buddy, you need to go to bed. You are not hurt. You were just in here. Go to bed. Blue, please don't eat styrofoam. I should reinforce that one too. you tonight. What you reading? Making a wizard. Oh, you're rolling a character. Okay. This is where clips come in. So the interfacing is this stuff, and this is where this comes in. It does need to go right sides together the first time. I'm going to clip it because this is actually do. Why is there a Halloween spider's eyeball in my line? I don't want to know. Back on the stream. Okay, then I'm muting this mic. Because it finally came back online. I don't know what's wrong with it. That is what happened, but the regular mic also kicked out randomly, so I'm just turning it off for now. We'll fuss with it later. Alright, here we go. And the purpose of the interfacing is to reinforce the collar. That's really common with pullovers. And they do that with buttoned-up shirts sometimes. Some button-up shirts, what they do is the interfacing is made into the main pattern. Because your interfacing is reinforcing the buttons themselves, not the collar. Or the buttonholes, sorry. The high stress points on the piece of fabric. There. This one is not shaped properly. That's why. Then I'm going to start at a shoulder because I do not feel like futzing this up the hard way. Go to bed, Guru 4! You heard me, son. Go to bed. So now, the trick of the interfacing comes out. In a lot of the simpler patterns I've done, it does not require that you hem up the bottom of the interfacing, and I can't do that. I can't just leave it like that. So I do a little bit of a decorative bit in the process, and you are supposed to be in your bed. Your blanket's gone? Buddy, there are 7 blankets in your bedroom. Go to bed. 1. Close your door. 2. Close your door. You don't need another blanket. You need to go to bed. John. Little man, go to bed. So I'm going to swip this to a decorative stitch if I can remember how. There it is. This time we're going to go with... Yeah, let's do 27. There we are. Go to bed. Hello, Gonzalo Zero. How are you doing? If I butchered that, I'm sorry. My Spanish is not fantastic, so I'm not really sure what you asked, but I can recap if that's what you wanted me to do. We are working on a nightshirt for my 8-year-old. His birthday is this week, and he likes flannel a lot, so we're making him his own special little flannel nightshirt. Thank you for stopping by. Good. The decorative stitches get loud. Sorry. Come on. Come on. There we are. Now what we're going to do is turn it back inside out, flip it over, and do the underside the same way. Now it's coming out a lot better than I thought it would. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my tension here, but whatever. And here, start again. And now we hem things. Pop that off to make it easier for me. Don't know what that was, and I don't care. Wasn't that important.
actually fits around here now.
Right, we're done with the machine. I just gotta trim
trim
the
the
threads
threads
and
and
turn
turn
it
it
out. Alrighty. That is a flannel nightshirt made from a very old resized pattern. I believe he's going to make one very happy little 8-year-old. Thank you for telling me there's an echo AM. Yeah, the one mic keeps turning itself on and on. Thank you. It is actually finished. He's going to... Okay, mostly finished. Stupid trains. I think he's going to like that. Whether or not that gets him to leave my nightgown alone is in the air and a bet. Not a very safe one either. So that took an hour. That was significantly less than I expected it to. So I'm wondering what I do for the next hour. I can either do another one of these for the next kid down, probably. I don't know how the oldest feels about wearing these. You're welcome. Or we can size that pattern up. I don't know. Damn it, those loose threads. Thank you guys for stopping by for the stream. Yeah, it didn't take near as long as I thought it would. It's bedtime. I have no idea what we just came here for. So I think the next project I'm working on, I'm just going to leave that there for now, is going to be something very different. So there is this thing. I'm working on making something for Valentine's Day. And while it's for my husband, it's not supposed to be for me to wear. Or for him to wear. It's for me to wear, not him. And pinning a garment on myself is not as easy as it sounds. I mean, yeah, I can pin it on myself the wrong way. That's probably going to happen anyway. But to make a garment that fits custom, you have to have a dress form. And I'm going to get Dee Britton to help me with making a custom fit dress form with duct tape. I'm actually going to post a link in the chat. So yeah, I'm going to get my husband to wrap me in duct tape for the sake of... No, you don't need to put pants on. I don't know where the shirt you'd wrap me in is. But we'll make that happen before, Tuesday. But that link is what we're going to do, and I have a... I'm going to take care of that. So finding something to put the dress form on once it's duct taped and sewn and all that is difficult and expensive. So what I found is a not the cheapest rolling IV pole to use as a base for the dress form, and that I can probably put together here. But yeah, no, we're not using one of my good shirts for that duct tape thing. We're gonna use one of the crappy ones. Now we're going to do dumb things. Standard. Ow! Like dropping stainless steel wheels on my fingers. That hurt. Also, we figured the dress form can model certain things without giving me toss issues. Because quite frankly, I can't trust my children to model things without giving me toss issues. I think I'm gonna have to hack off or something. I'll figure it out. Should be pretty straightforward. This is not the first time I put one of these together. God, how I wish it was. That ain't right. There we go. Now you can't order custom dress forms that are probably a lot better than what this is going to turn out being. This is not a pro at all, but close enough for my needs. Because the custom ones are expensive. Like, holy crap, I do not need to pay that much for a tool yet. It's expensive. My skills are getting there, they ain't there yet. But this will become an adjustable dress form probably before Tuesday. Which is good, because Monday, the supplies for that present show up. Now I don't know what to do. I don't know. I can make another nightshirt, I guess. You know what? Yeah, because we both know the younger kids. They're going to want one too. What color did that one pick? Green. And he's about the same size as the other kids, so Guru 3 and Guru 2 are not that far off in size. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, if you don't like bright neons, you're in the wrong channel. Actually, I don't have enough time to finish up a nightshirt. So we're going to do something a little different than that. I'm going to grab Denny. Denny is the dress form for the dolls that I made. For the kids, and in general, dolls that I make. And we're going to pretend the camera's going to play nice with me. To adjust this for... Look, I'm learning new things. Damn it. There we are. That is... You know what? Screw that. We'll just use a face cam for this. all the mics hate me. Thank you, Digi. So, let's recap. When I made Bacon Bear, you guys can hear me now, right? Thank you. When I made Bacon Bear, that's the first doll that I made. It was to give my son something at 1.5, almost 2 years old, that he could tote around, haul around, play with, take care of, like a doll, and honestly, in a lot of ways, like he did with his sister when she was alive. So that's why I did those. But we wanted something chunky, because a little bitty doll sucks. For a toddler, it is a pain in the butt to get clothes on. It's a pain in the butt to play with. Well, since then, and we were looking for something roughly American Girl doll sized, because that's a lot of little girls haul those things around when they're dealing with life, dealing with issues, and just playing mommy. Well, after Bacon Bear, there were slews of requests for more. They want more. They want more animals. They want more things to play with, and they wanted clothes. So I bought American Girl doll patterns, and they don't fit properly. They do have to be altered, but I don't do doll clothes very well. Never have, so I needed a base pattern to work from. So what we're going to do to try and make him a nightgown for his toy, nightshirt, is find the appropriate American Girl doll pattern. I don't think American Girl doll is what you call this pattern, whatever. And try to create a nightshirt pattern from it. And a cheat I ran across before is just to widen it. So let's see if I can make that work. I'm going to scoot Denny and swatch us back to the work camera here. Which is over here. And okay, you can still hear me? I hope. If not, I'm sure they'll let me know in a minute. So we're going to take this and, like, yeah, you can see that's about, not quite nightshirt length, but long enough to be pretty good for us to work with here. So we're going to do very much what we did the other day. Oh, the light, it hates me. And we're going to trace this out, and I'm not using that marker. Where's the... that one. Because this is not wrapping paper, this is typing paper. I'm just going to use a regular frickin' marker. We're going to try and cheat this out. That should do it. I think we're actually going to turn that into a cut on the line pattern, so we're going to stop it about there. Cut on the fold. Ruler! So, yes. The exterior dotted line is a seam allowance. When I do certain things like the doll clothes, I actually go a little beyond the seam allowance because, yeah, reinforced seams and all that. But yeah, that's the seam allowance. Dotted lines in the middle tends to be either fold here or cut here lines. I believe it's a different kind of line for each, and I don't remember which. But they always have the instructions written up there next to them too. In this case, That is a fold line there. And this is a guide for buttonholes. So it shows you the line it's supposed to be in, and these little lines here show you where the buttonhole is supposed to go. So we're going to cut that there. That's going to be a cut one on fold. It's going to go there. And then I'm actually going to lengthen that down further because he's a little bit chunkier than I'd expect. There's also the arm problem, so I'm going to have to extend the arms out a bit too. So we're going to have to do this again. I go through a lot of paper when I do this, obviously, which is fine. This is I created the bear pattern, the doll pattern, and many cents. As you can see, Denny is a special breed. He's got all of the big chunky pieces that all of my dolls have. So he's got the ears of an elephant, wings, a fox's tail. I didn't put an elephant trunk on him because elephants are only going to have so much difference that they wear. You know, unless I put a scarf for his trunk, it's not going to matter. So we're just going to do that again. We're going to trace this here. That's about how far out I had it. Drop down all the way. We're going to add about 1/2 inch to each end of the sleeve. Okay, down here it might be a little more than 1/2 inch, whatever. Yeah, that should work pretty well, I think. So we're going to do that again. Cut one on fold. Bear. Nightshirt. Back. That was a back piece, right? No, that was a front. That's the back piece. Which is the same piece. Back. We're going to change that up a little because I don't like the squared neckline for that, so we're going to make the front a little different. Just a little bit. First I have to cut it out. There's a sleeve, all right. So I put a 1/2 inch on the shoulder and a 1/2 inch at the underarm for the sleeve, which actually adds an inch to the sleeve on one side. So I've got to add an inch to both sides of the seam of the sleeve, but that should be, that is too long actually. We're going to have to shorten that up a little bit, and that's okay. At least not whatnot. We'll use that for this. was stopping right about there, because it's supposed to be about 3/4 inch. Not that. 3/4 sleeves, not the full gamut there. How far down did that go? 1, 2, 3 1/4. 1, 2, 3 1/4. And then straight across. Have you ever done any sewing, did you? I know you've done some of the knitting. That looks ridiculous. That's okay. Bare nightshirt, sleeve, cut 2. Okay. By hand is how most people start. But we had some run-ins with, I still bleed on things I sew by hand. It's just a thing. I've learned a few tricks of hand sewing that are required. But if you ever have the unfortunate chance to listen to me repair one of these bears, you're not going to like it. Or you're going to laugh your ass off. Depends on how you feel about pain. Oh, it's not that hard once you get the hang of it. But yeah, the first few times kind of suck. I can take it slowly next time if you want to see it a little bit better. Sorry. It's one of those things that I've been doing long enough that it's just habit. Other one. Those can actually be a bigger pain in the ass. Believe it or not. The more, and that's my personal experience, the more, well yeah, but I do it fast. I've worked with some of the self-threaders. They're more computerized, and for me at least, the more computerized a sewing machine is, the more it's going to screw up. And they can be very finicky about lint. Doesn't mean they're bad machines, just finicky. Okay, well I can work it so you can see my hands next time I thread it. That's not a big deal. So all we're really going to do is we're going to make this curl down a little lower than the back did. And then I've got to put the dotted line for a snipping. Which might bite anyway, because there. Yeah. Nightshirt front. Okay. We are not going to interfacing the bear clothes. There's a couple reasons for that. One is it's a small thing, a small seam, and the interfacing would have to be too big to look good, so we're just going to fold it under and decorative stitch it. And with the back, I need to have a line here where I hem to. Because that's the way it has to get on the bear. So, we've got pieces for a nightshirt here. And we're about to figure out if they work. don't think I'll get a nightshirt finished tonight, but we can get it pinned up to see if it's going to work at all. That's the actual nightshirt. Let's not use that for this. Here we go. Finish nightshirt. Promptly chop up nightshirt. No thanks. A couple of folds we can work with here. This was this, like that, like that, that. Okay. Nope. Let's try that. What did I do wrong? I lost count of what I was doing. That's what I did wrong. So this is supposed to go up there. You evil piece of fabric. That looks like we're cutting this fresh. That's fine. Ow! It's my foot. That'll do. I'm just going to cut that straight up because the sleeves will work too, and then I have a flat edge to work with again. Should be able to manage all of those, right? here's how we see it. Take a little Denny here. And the pin cushion. We pin things to Denny. This is the back. Shoulder, shoulder. That's a sleeve. Oh, Lord, he's gonna sit down and be uncooperative, okay. Denny, you're becoming a nuisance. Where'd the clips go? Where did the clips go? Ears are a pain in the ass. Okay. Goes up there, and that would roll down there. Looks wide enough. Can you please stop tumbling? Holy crap, that'll actually work. I mean, it's going to be a little baggy, but that will actually turn out a nightshirt for the bear. I may need to adjust. It's like those sleeves are not quite what I need, but do they line up? Do, so that could be difficult. Let's try this. Sleeve holes are a little tight is the problem I'm running into. We're going to cut a little bit off. Better. Still lines up and plenty roomy. Awesome. So we just worked out a problem with a pattern. And I will probably get an actual small nightshirt made before Tuesday, just to work out kinks. But before I hop off, I'm going to put the pattern pieces away and try to show Digi how that thing threads real quick. But first I have to take these. See, there's interfacing for the doll nightgown, and it is just an absolute pain in the ass to put in. And if you're doing this for older children, for bigger girls, you know, the age group that the American Girl dolls are actually aimed for, that pain in the ass is well worth it. You know, it's a detail-oriented thing. When you're doing it for toddlers, it can actually cost you structural integrity. And that's kind of a problem. Okay, here we go. So, I can't get this down much lower, but I'm trying. There we go. That should be a better aim. Right? There. Okay. So the first part of threading it, Digi, is the bobbin. And I know you can't see it very well, but down here there's a little indent that shows you which direction the bobbin thread is supposed to go. And this is not as hard as it used to be. On newer machines, you just pop this in and run the thread where it tells you to and put it back on. Up here, you can see the instructions are usually printed on the machine. That's for winding the bobbin. And this is where the thread goes for winding the bobbin. Then over here, you've got the steps and instructions to actually thread it. So one is it goes up under here, and it's a little different for each machine. There's an indent down here that says 2, it goes down this way, up here. This is the tensiony bit. And there's a little metal piece in there that this has to go behind. And then down here at the bottom, there's a little clip to clip it into. And then there's a thread to actually get it in the needle. And that's actually pretty standard on most models now. And then it just goes. Older machines are a little more difficult. And that lights in my face. So I think that's probably where I'm going to call it. Let's see who is on. FK is on. I think she's like the only one right now. HyperZen is on? Okay, we'll go with HyperZen then because we rated FK yesterday. So thank you guys for stopping in and for all the follows and the chatting and... Hey, I didn't stab myself. We're good. That's actually a achievement. But yeah, we're going to go head to HyperZen Girl and thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys again on Tuesday. I will stream it Tuesday at 7:30. HyperZen Girl. Here's hoping I spelled that right. It would help if I used the right little thingy at the beginning. Off we go.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do we have? Tenari! Hey! Welcome to the channel, everyone! Hey! Welcome to the channel, everyone! Because I'm actually Minecrafting. I should double check that. Thank you for the follow. Let me double check my actual stream thing. What am I saying? Oh no, it does have me under making crafting. We are Minecrafting at the moment. So apologies. Teammate in category. Alright, well I appreciate that, and I'm sorry that I am not crafting at the moment. I hadn't decided until I started stream. Even after I started stream, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I do need to